Finding the least common multiple. There are two methods for finding the least common multiple. I'm going to use the two numbers 18 and also 40. One way of finding the least common multiples for these two numbers is to take the larger of the two and do multiples of 40. 18 will not divide into 40 evenly, so we multiply 40 times 2, which is 80. 18 will not divide into 80. 3 times 40 is 120. 18 will not go into it. We try 4 times 40, which is 160. And we keep trying until we get to 9 times 40. And when we get to 9 times 40, we get 360. And 18 will divide into 360 20 times. So the LCM of 18 and 40 is 360. So take the larger of the two numbers and do multiples of it, like 1 times 40, 2 times 40, 3 times 40. And the first number that you find that the other number will divide into also will be your least common multiple. The least common multiple is the smallest number that these two numbers will both divide into evenly. Another way of finding the least common multiple is to do prime factorization of the two numbers. So if we do the prime factorization of 18, we would take 18, and I'm going to start with the lowest prime number 2. 2 divides into 18 9 times. Well, 2 won't go into 9, but 3 will. 3 goes into 9 3 times. And 3 goes into itself 1 time. So we look at this side, and our prime factorization is 2 times 3 times 3. The prime numbers are down the left side. So 18 is 2 times 2, or 2 times 3, I'm sorry. 2 times 3 times 3. And then we do prime factorization of 40. And we start with the smallest prime number 2. 2 goes into 40 20 times. And we keep using 2 until we can't use it anymore. 2 goes into 20 10 times. 2 goes into 10 5 times. And 2 won't go into 5. And then the next prime number 3 won't. But we take 5. And 5 will go into 5 1 time. You know you're finished doing prime factorization when you get a 1 on the bottom right using this method. Our prime factorization of 40 is 2 times 2 times 2 times 5. Then to find the LCM, we take the prime factors that we used in these two numbers, and the only numbers used were 2, 3, and 5. Whatever the most times each one appeared in any one place, that's how many times you use it in your LCM. So we start with the number 2. 2 appeared once in 18, but it was used 3 times in 40. So we have to use it 3 times because that was the most it was used at one place. We used 3, and the most times it was used at one place was twice. So we have to use that twice. And then we also used 5, and the most times 5 was used was only once, and so we'll put 5 here 1 time. And when we multiply these factors together, we end up getting our least common multiple, which is 360. There